Oh boy.
All manual here.
Hey, guess what? It's
What?
8 o'clock.
Right on the dot. Look
Right
at
on
that.
the dot. So Biggie's gonna be a little bit couple minutes late, but it is 8 p.m. It is Taco Tuesday. Welcome to the Bari Meal Experience, where we share all things bariatric, but from the male perspective. So welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight. We have a good discussion planned for tonight. We're actually going to be revisiting a topic that Rab and I are definitely most passionate about. But we will get to that once Biggie joins us. Until then, I'm going to go through what the lineup is for the week and all things going on in the community. Don't forget that our sister chat, Talk Bari to Me with VSG Bestie, is live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. She also has a Mindset Monday where she is doing all of her life coaching stuff that she has going on. Mindset coach, I'm sorry, life coach. She can pretty much teach you whatever she can about life. She is great. She can definitely get you motivated. If you haven't sat in on one of those Mindset Mondays, definitely I suggest that you do it. I sat in on it last Monday, and that basically it turned into our live last week about mindset and goals. So
Yeah.
it was really, really good. But she has that every Monday. She has that at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. Central, and 9 a.m. Pacific. I almost went the wrong way. Don't forget that our friends, we're live every Taco Tuesday. So your boys at BME are live every Taco Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific. Boy, that's a mouthful. Don't forget, Barry Mother has the Water Check Wednesdays at 7.
Water check. Stay.
Water check.
Water check.
Water check.
And Mel, when's she come on?
Mel, well, let me go through. Let me get to Thursday. I haven't got to Thursday yet. So, Water Check Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. 6:15, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, 5:15 Mountain, and 4:15 Pacific. Our friends over at the waiting table, obviously they have the happy hour, half hour, where they talk all things NSVs. At 8:30, then from 9 to 10, they go live on IG and YouTube. Then Mel Unfiltered is on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. If you haven't checked that out, that's pretty cool. That's a great addition to the lineup for the week. The week is closed out with our friends over for the Bariatric Lock-In with Bariatric Bubba on Friday nights. And I'm not quite sure, I don't know if any of you guys are in the comments, know when the Love After Bariatrics Live goes on. At one time, it was on Saturdays at 8 p.m., but I saw them live just before I went into Talk Bari to Me on Sunday, and they were live on Sunday at 8 p.m. So if that is something that interests you, definitely check it out. We are all looking for a little love every once in a while, and they are over there matchmaking for the community. Don't forget that ProCare Health, if you haven't taken your vitamins, we have some big things happening next month. We're not going to reveal it quite yet, but we will be talking about that, so keep your eyes peeled for that. ProCare Health, 15% off anything on the website on procarenot.com. Use code BME. Don't forget that we have some stuff going on this summer in the community. Bariatric Society has the Summer Soiree July 12th over in Winter Garden, Florida. And then don't forget that the Bariatric Retreat in New Orleans, Louisiana, going on October 2nd to the 5th. And the room block is open for the Sheraton on Canal Street. Oh, look at that. We've matched. Only you have a different colored hat.
How's it going, Miguel?
You have a vitamin yet?
What's up?
Did you have your vitamin yet?
Yes, I did. I just had it. I had my orange mango
Oh, you haven't got. Let's see.
with my caramel calcium chew.
I got the I got the caramels.
Yeah, those are my favorite ones for the calcium.
They are good.
I'm excited to taste this peaches and cream when it gets in the mail.
Yeah, I mailed it out on Saturday. Standard mail, you might see at the end of the week, I think.
Yeah,
So depends on how fast it gets to California. But I started taking them. I've been taking the magnesium and the probiotic as well with my
What?
with my vitamins.
Why the
nice.
magnesium? Why?
So I tend to get muscle cramps, even though I stay hydrated. That helps with the muscle cramps. It helps it sleeps. Helps with sleep. That's why I'm taking it. But
Who never sent your shoes, Bubba? Did someone up here say they were going to send Bubba some shoes and they didn't send them?
hey, Bubba, how about you send me your address, bro? I what do you want? You want some cinnamon roll?
Hey, it sounds like someone needs to tune in to hear our exciting news that we got going next month.
Yeah. No, Bubba, I know you said something when you were on the live, but DM me your address. I will send you I'll send you a small bag of chews. I'll give you a choice of dinner mint, cinnamon roll, or I think I have some the sea salt caramel. I'll hit you up. I'll let you know, but just DM me
and,
your address. I know
and word to the wise, don't sleep on the dinner mints.
I was gonna say those dinner mints are
Banging.
pretty good too. Arista let me have one of those.
if
They
you
are good.
they taste just like the dinner mint or those pillow mints you get in the hotel, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, when I first time I had it, I'm like, oh, this is great.
That was another one I turned you on to.
No,
Tony,
no, 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 no. That was one of the ones I
Yes.
got. No, you got me on the mocktails.
Tony
Ah,
praised
man.
himself. He told him about. He said that they put pillow mints on their pillows at the hotels. Tony, they haven't done those in over 20 years.
What are you talking about? My wife used to work at a hotel, so I know that they still do it.
Did
Hey,
it?
Tony, you see the
I've never
Dad
seen
3
them.
getting ready to come out? The Bundy.
Oh yes, I know. I saw the Bundy. I like that one. Well, I'm saying that I like this one only because I'm a huge Married with Children fan. So we'll see what it looks like. It looks like a one panel.
Ah, I didn't think it'd be a one panel.
Boy,
From the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be a one panel. And I think in the show he wore a one panel when he did that one.
boys in their
What's up,
hats.
Sandra? Hey, you know what though? We messed up, Tony,
Why?
because we didn't get this man a background yet.
He has a
Unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior.
well, I'm going to blame
It'll
Rab.
be in the mail. It'll be in the mail this week,
Rab
Vinny.
has more time than
Promise you. I have more
I don't
time.
know. My shoulder's a little sore today for some reason.
I'm just saying I am not responsible for you doing a plank. I do appreciate you doing the plank.
Hey, I did a whole 40 seconds too.
I was amazed.
I did a whole 40 seconds.
Dude, for 40 seconds for a guy who has a shoulder hanging by a thread, that's impressive.
I was shocked.
Did it really bother you though?
Oh, last night it was hurting.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I felt it last night.
So don't do it
Yeah.
again. I
I,
appreciate
t-
you doing it, but don't do it again.
I
I
got it.
can't live with myself.
I got to tell you, I don't have shoulder issues, and when I do it, my shoulder hurts. After doing it myself, so I could just imagine it's bothering you.
Oh yeah, we
What's up, Mike? Welcome.
and this week is the final week for the May Plank Challenge.
So
I
are we going for the
appreciate
gusto? Are we going for the all? Give it your all, your
Give it
best.
all. This is the final week, and I feel like I'm stuck right at around that 205 mark, and I'm banking on that last plank where it's just like it just snaps, and it's like, oh crap, I did 230.
So 230 is yours. Now, Rab, what's your final goal?
My final goal is going to be that 4 minute mark.
Where are you at right now?
230.
Last I checked was 2:30.
Well, you get there. again, even if we, you know what, I say we're gonna do this next May too.
Mind over matter.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
doesn't matter.
Holly, man, 4.5 minutes, man. That is amazing. And
It's 4.5 minutes.
what was it, Laz VSG Journey? She's gonna be in Grand Canyon, and I'm gonna get her to do a plank with the Grand Canyon in the background.
Oh, that'd be awesome. And you know what? I want to go to the Grand Canyon.
So
I want to go
it's a
there.
bucket list trip. I've never been there. It's a bucket list trip. I
Yeah.
have to do it.
You hear that, Tara? We got to go to the Grand Canyon. Let's make it happen.
Hey, and if
Sure.
y'all make it to the Grand Canyon, just go a little bit further. Come see your boy.
Yeah, Shannon did
That's true,
303. She did that.
303.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Keep
You should-
going.
If I go back and watch all the videos that were sent to me, you should see the progress from all of us.
Oh yeah.
It is absolutely amazing. And I really hope that everyone is getting this out of this entire challenge, because that's what I got out of it last year.
I'm wondering if there'll be less pressure on my shoulder if I did it on my forearms instead of my hand.
It's not any easier. I'll tell you that. Because all you're doing is that now your focus point's right on your forearm, but your shoulder's still
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah. So the topic for tonight, gentlemen, what would that be?
Hold on, I'm going to answer Shannon's question real quick. So the challenge, I don't have a challenge next month. I know that Bariatric Bro is having the 100 push-up challenge
100 push-ups at a time or for the day?
for the day.
Probably the day.
Bro, how are you going to say this when you did it with me last year? You forced me to do it on a live with you. Remember that?
I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and do 100 on live.
We did 100 live at 7 o'clock because we were doing the MOBA challenge, and then you were like, let's do the push-up challenge, and you watched me struggle for a half hour doing 100 push-ups.
Why are we doing all these lives where you got to use your arms? We got to do like a wall squat challenge or something I could participate in.
Well, I will say that
That's fair.
I will say in July, only because I feel like the summer body thing, and I really need to work on my abdomen. So that's where the plank challenge came in. I think that for July, we're going to do inchworms.
Inchworm? Come on, man.
Inchworms.
What is an inchworm?
Yeah, what the hell is an inchworm?
Is
Oh, damn. Why did I say that? Hey, look. Let's get on the topic, man. Let's move on. Moving on.
We're 13 minutes in. Let's get on to the topic. So if you haven't seen, we posted some content from last year. Rab and I were very, very distraught at one point last year in May, and the thing serendipitous of the situation of where these posts came out. Jarp's Journey put out a post, I want to say it was on IG, about his difficulty with working with the brand and trying to become an affiliate or get sponsored, but because the demographic of men was so small, the deal that he wanted to do fell through.
Literally, right?
So, and I saw the post, and I remember responding back to him, and of course, somehow the post got back to me through some other people. I think Shar had sent it to me. And sure as hell, Rab's post from, I think a day later came out from a year ago. And then a day after that, my rebuttal from Rab's post came out. And it still pisses me off. Rab, I know it pisses you off.
Oh, man.
Because especially with how, like, in my eyes, since last year, the men's community has grown significantly. I see more men sharing their journey on this platform and on IG. I don't know if it's just because I've become more aware of them because of connections we've made, or there's just more men opening up and sharing their journey. But again, who the hell do they have to resonate with? There's no one marketing men in anything bariatric, anything vitamin-wise, anything exercise-wise, any type of shapewear, any type of weight loss, anything other than being a gym bro, being
That's
marketed
it.
towards a man on his weight loss journey.
Yeah,
But even
lifting
being
weight.
even being a gym bro, it's really not an option too. Because if you go to a lot of these big brands, a lot of them don't have big sizes. The biggest size they may have is a 2XL, and that's a regular. Someone like me, I still struggle to this day to find gym attire that's both big and tall. Otherwise, you're just getting a regular plain Jane T-shirt and wearing that to the gym. To actually find something that fits me comfortably, where I feel good, almost impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, men, the men get no love in this community. Besides, of course, those who are like here and constantly, give us, the support like our continuous followers do. Absolutely, I'm not talking about you all. We're
but
talking about, look, see, bariatric Bubba. He says I reached out to Nike and Under Armour, for and Reebok and never heard a word, and you never will. You know what I'm saying?
so
It's. I mean, not to say that you never will, because I don't know. You might, but it's just at the end of the day, in the bariatric community, and that's the weight loss community. Anybody who is on a weight loss journey, when it comes to men, unless you're like pushing like weight, or you got 1 million followers, outside of that, there's no recognition going on. There isn't. There just is not.
like
I'm talking about if you're
there's
pushing.
no catering to a smaller demographic because there's no money involved with it. The only and I'm telling you, the only ones who have ever reached out to us have been ProCare. They're the only ones who had faith enough to say, "Hey, you know what? We want to collab with you guys. We like what you guys are doing, and we like that you're representing, the men community."
That's it. That's all.
Everyone else, crickets. And again, this was one of those things that Rab and I were very upset about. Rab and I did. We tried every which way to try to get attention.
We put dresses on. We put dresses on, man.
Exactly. We put dresses on. We put dresses on. We posted it. People from work saw this thing, and people were like, "What in the world are you doing?" And I explained what I was doing, and they were like, "You know what? That was a great idea." While some people didn't agree with how we did it, again, I'm willing to be the fool. I'm willing to make myself look bad if it means men being recognized and for men to be
No, let's
bring visibility. I don't. For
No.
me, Rab, I know that you feel differently.
let's cut.
I am willing to be the world's fool if it's gonna
Well, let's-
benefit men in this community.
Well, let's cut to the chase, though. Too, I mean, we were also bunny hopped, and
We were bunny
people
hopped.
that we and the people that we had, that on the show, with more followers, they were becoming, like what were they? What were they called? Not ambassadors. They pulled some ambassadors out of nowhere, out of the bag after
I
they,
know. I know too. So
yeah, they came on to the Barry Mel Experience. They were like, F y'all from the Barry Mel Experience. We were tokenized, exactly, bestie. We were like, okay, you guys forget y'all because you only have 2,000 followers. We're gonna jump on the guys who are just on your show who have 10, 15,000 followers
Well,
and make them ambassadors.
I know that Ken Cadeau got
Yeah.
he had his affiliation right after that. And
Right
you
after.
know what? I was proud of the fact that they reached out to him because that was for us. That was that goal. Again,
Right.
we would love to be able to be the representatives of the men's community, but just to have the visibility for men, and if it means other men in this community getting that praise and getting those deals and getting that representation to be there for all of us,
Yeah.
so be it. I mean, that's the whole point. It's for all men to be able to have a voice and to have that opportunity that everyone else has.
Yeah.
I said it last year. The women in this community are well deserving of all of the affiliations and the products that they promote and that they sell. They put in the work. They deserve it just as much as anybody. But the
Mm.
fact that the men are overlooked and ignored,
Yep.
it's
Oh,
very hard for me to say I relate to that because again, not everything is geared towards a bariatric guy.
and I know, Biggie, you got something to say real quick, but I don't want to use my train of thought. We are talking about. Let's go back to Jarp's journey. We're talking about a guy who has even way more followers than we do, and even made a documentary about weight loss, about the weight loss journey, and still got pissed on. I mean, come on, man. Go ahead, E. I'm sorry.
No, to follow up on kind of what Tony was saying too, it's like you're talking about it being a bad thing. Oh, they got jumped over. Like Tony was saying, you got to celebrate that too because they're opening the door for potentially us down the road to get something. Because if these people could be successful and they can go out there and be that first stepping stone to say that, hey, a guy in this journey can be successful, let's reach out to the other people.
Right.
I look at you guys that for pro care. You guys were probably one of the first guy groups to get into pro care. And look how
Right.
many doors you've opened up. I'm in there now, and I know a lot of other men that are in there now because you guys knocked that door down. You guys opened that door down. Same thing that comes with your podcast. You guys started this group for the men, and now you see a lot of other guys trying to do it. They can try it, but they can't do it exactly the way you guys do it. But you guys opened that door and showed them what is possible. That's what we need is we need more people out there to give somebody a chance, celebrate those chances, so that down the road there's more opportunities for us to get in there also too.
And even still, it's like I've heard the backlash about, oh, you guys aren't working hard enough, or you guys don't put out enough content, or you guys need more followers. Hey, look, at the end of the day, for real, we could pay for followers, y'all. I mean, it would be not tomorrow. We could have 10,000 followers. I mean, it's not a problem. But we're
But be tru-
authentic, man.
but be
Come on
truthful.
now.
Be truthful to yourself. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, Rap.
Yeah,
Are you really out there putting in the work? How
I'm
much?
I'm not. I'm absolutely. You're absolutely right. You're
Are you
absolutely
doing? Are
right.
you
I
doing
am
the
not putting
posting?
in the
Are
work.
you doing the posting every day? Are you reaching, trying to get
Nope.
new creators? Are you reaching out to different vendors and things like that?
Nope.
You can't say you want something but are not willing to put in the work. It's
That's
not
very true.
something that's going to be come to you in 6 months and in a 1 year to 2 years. Just like our weight loss journey, this is a lifetime thing. It takes people years and years and years to be able to get somewhere and get something like that.
So
But you have to be
That's
able
very
to
true.
I
continue
won't
putting the
say
work.
that the work wasn't
Very
put
true.
in. I won't say that this year the work has been consistent for us.
No.
Obviously,
No.
life has been very different for us. We've gone through a lot of stuff.
Mm.
Time has been constrained for some of us because a lot of things have happened over the last like 6 months. But we came out the gate like full head of steam, and whether you saw the visibility, you weren't in the community yet, Biggie. But Rab and I came out full head of steam, and we were out to rule the world. We we reached out to everyone and their mother,
Completely
and
agree.
we called it. Honestly, we called it every son of a bitch we could.
But again, that was 1 year's worth of work.
I
Right.
know. And again,
Right.
it's gearing back towards this and trying to bring it back now. So, like, where do we want this to go? And again, my view is also different from last year when we started this podcast. So, obviously, my view is different than Rab's, where I want the podcast to go. Rab wants to go further than I do. I want to keep this community based, but again, do we want this bigger? Do we want this smaller? I want to do stuff for men in the community. I want to
Right.
bring visibility to the men. It's not for me. I don't care if I get another deal the rest of my life.
Right.
But if a guy like Bariatric Bubba or James down there or you or Rab,
Jarp's journey. Yeah.
Jarp's journey, bro, any of these guys,
It's minuscule to
It
what's
is.
being offered to the woman in the community, period. Period. You got guys that are actually, and it's not even just about us, Biggie. Absolutely, I am not putting in the work that these guys that we're talking about are putting in. they are putting in a lot of work. They are making movies. They are holding events. They are putting things together dedicated to men. I see 8,000 followers of men, 9,000, 10,000 followers of men on Facebook. Where is it? Where are these big box places reaching out to men? I just don't see it, and it's driving me insane. I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know if there's anything that you can do about it. I don't know if there's a market for it. And I do know for a fact that there has been many other male-driven platforms that have failed because they don't have any confidence in what they're receiving from not just the community, but those people who can maybe sponsor or help endorse, the money and the time that it takes to put into the community to help each other out when regarding to men. Period.
So I'm going to give you some numbers because I looked this number up. So last year for 2024, they don't have the official numbers. So there's an estimated around 439,000 bariatric surgeries happened last year in the United States. So
how many?
439,000, the approximate number.
Right.
And obviously that number is down because of GLP-1s and it's on bariatric journey. Bariatric surgeries are on the downtrend. But if you look at 20% of that, that's roughly around 70,000. So if you look at that number, 70,000 men compared to 430,000, all right, it's a smaller number. But for 70,000 men, who are they looking towards? Who are they trying to resonate with? They've already 70,000 men. That's a lot of people to be alienated from a community. As far as what products do I use? What can I resonate with? The only relatable topic they can see are coming from our female counterparts.
Sex sells. Unfortunately, sex sells. If you're not a male that have 6-packs, chiseled abs, perfect body, the likelihood of you getting picked up by somebody is slim to none. They don't want to see me with all my loose skin and things like that. It doesn't look good. It's not going to sell. It's the business. It's what sells.
But I'm not going to say that just because you have loose skin that you're not marketable, because you look at someone like Nat's putting her whole journey out there. Yeah. She has a lot of loose skin. She's her ass off, and look at all that loose skin.
I'm marketable to 70,000 people, maybe, because half those people probably never talk about having weight loss surgery either. So now you're talking about 30,000,
and that's only last year.
Yeah,
that's not including years in past. And again, if you're looking at 1 million people, that's 200,000 guys.
Yeah.
But let me ask this, right? All right. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Welcome. Being marketable, and Brandon may be able to touch on this in the comments as well. Being marketable, like, why doesn't someone just take the leap, man? Like, because if you could imagine if someone just took the leap and promoted some of these guys who are putting their all in all out time into the community. Like, how many other men in the community that are behind the scenes are in the FYP or not coming forward and talking about it would actually come forward and talk about it because they're seeing that they're being marketable and they're actually contributing and they could be a part of something rather than not, because this community is full of 80% women and 20% men.
I mean, again, people marketing themselves. There are guys marketing themselves in this community. Again, but very low visibility. I see what people are doing in this community. I know what Brandon's doing in this community. He's got his own thing going on. He's got something going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Rab, I'm going to ask you a question then. You talked a couple weeks back that you were going to get a shirt press and you were going to start making shirts and things like that, correct?
Yeah.
Which means you're going to have a business, right?
I want to, yeah.
Why don't you be the example? Why don't you go reach out to some of these Bari men and say, hey, dude, I want to bring you on as an affiliate for my clothing line. When are we going to actually go out there and make the change? There's plenty of guys out there who are in this community that make shirts or make products and things like that. Why don't we be our own best example? Why don't we reach out to the guys in the community that are losing weight or having bariatric surgery and have them be affiliates for them? It's an affiliate's not much. You give them a couple free gear, and hey, you sell some, you get a small percentage of that.
Right. That is a great idea, Barry Mum. Yeah, I agree.
We need to
That's a
start
really
being
great
our
idea.
own example. We talk about wanting this, wanting that, but we're not putting that in our own businesses.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of him when I see him, Tony. Don't worry about it.
It's all right. He's not volunteered himself to be in charge of this movement.
Oh well, he's the one that said he was starting the business with.
No. You're the man that's like, hey, this is something that, remember, BME. You are BME. Let's go.
Hey, put it this way:
Exactly.
if it allows us to highlight the men of the community and get that out there and show that we are marketable and men can do this also too. What the hell? Why not?
He is on fire, and the funny thing is that if I turn that freaking flame and that light on and I'm ready to do that marketing what he's talking about, I know damn well Big E is gonna lose it and be all about it, yo. So I know he'll
Yeah,
be there.
I'll be your number one. Make sure you get some tall shirts, and I'll be your number one client. You'll make a lot of money because they don't make those.
They don't. Brandon says it's the art of storytelling and visibility. I think being pioneer is a thankless job. 100%. 100%.
Like I said, BME, it starts with us. The foundation of what the men's community can be starts with us. And if the men's community is going to be built and everyone looks back, if they look back and we're the foundation of where it all started, I'm fine with that legacy right there.
Okay. All right.
Fucking Shar. Always leave it to Shar. Yes, I know. Shar has big D energy. I know. I get it.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, we do also have the female line, so we might need some females to represent also.
Hey, we do, and honestly, we probably should make a better effort to what we have on our shop right now. We don't market a lot of stuff. We have the stuff there. We don't market it as much as we should. Again, my big thing is I'm not trying to do it for ourselves. I'm not trying to make money. I don't do it for money.
But you're doing it for the community.
What we make from ProCare is very, very minimal. But we'll promote the shit out of that vitamin because we love it. And we want to make sure that the people in this community get get the best quality vitamin that you could possibly get on the market. And it's affordable compared to most of the vitamins that we've already taken.
But Tony, you're always talking about doing it for the community. That you're giving the community an opportunity to get their first step in the door with an affiliate.
Not only that, it's like, I'm really like, and like Tony, I mean, I wouldn't mind having a market. I'm always down for growing BME for sure. We've all had this conversation. That's out in the open. I'm not worried about that. But what I'm thinking about is the guys who are out there who have the followers, who are doing the content, who put in the work, who still are not getting recognition in the community. And I think on baseline, I think that at least is deserved from them. And I just don't, I don't, it's kind of counterproductive to even want to do something like that or be involved in something like that and put all that time into something and not getting, recognized for that. Like I was looking at a video that I had made completely about, representing men in the community. And there's got to be more than 20 men in the community because the video only got like 20 likes. Do people just really not like this video? Or is there just really not that much support or was the video really that bad? I don't understand. I don't know. That's my own personal shit. But again, back to, those men out there that are actually putting in the work are not getting recognition and getting put in the back seat. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
Content creating is not easy.
and
It not
actually put it, sometimes you don't show up on the FYP.
Right.
We don't show up on our FYP all the time. I know my stuff doesn't show up on the FYP all the time.
God forbid I put a video out there with my shirt off. It's gonna get blocked and not go anywhere.
Right.
I mean, again, it's
It
the algorithm. There are little quirks and stuff that go to everything. And
Yeah.
again, the men's community is very small. How much we resonate with people is another thing. Again, like we know where we stand in the community. I think we found that out at JBY. I'm content with where we stand in the community. Are we capable of doing bigger things? Yeah, we are. Do we want to do this? It's gonna take that same commitment that put the stress on myself and you, Rab, last year. Because we burnt ourselves out towards the end of that year, and pretty much like it caused stress for my home life. Rab,
Oh man.
Rab, I know you had you had your stuff.
Oh man. It was vicious, man.
It was, and again,
And you know what? And I'm not even gonna fake. I'm not even gonna lie. The community was vicious too, man. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous world out here.
it is. This is a very cutthroat community.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially
It
when
can
it
be.
comes to money in business. And I'm not.
No.
It's not throwing shade at anybody. I mean, again,
No.
it's business. People are, if there's money to be made, there's money to be made. And
And we had conversation. What's up, Focus, Danny? We had conversation, welcome, man, about how we need to get back to our roots. And what's most important to us is just being a space for men to share their experience. Simple.
And little do these companies know that the women show up for the men just as much as the men show up for the men.
and if we're gonna sell ourselves, what can we sell ourselves on? That's the big thing is what's marketable for BME.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten an affiliate with Scully Cat.
Shot
They
down.
they shot us down.
You know
Shot
what?
us
As many
down.
hats as you guys have.
Shot us
but you know
down,
what? There are
man.
people with bigger hat collections. It doesn't matter if I have 33, 34, 35 hats. But the response I got back from Boston Scally, and I know Rab was more pissed than I was because I
pissed.
understood. They said that the final sentence in the letter back to us was
What was it?
something along the lines of good luck on growing your following.
Yeah.
So that told me, all right, we don't have enough followers for them to be like, yeah, we
Let's go find a tie company. We're rocking ties all the time. I'm wearing the same tie every single week.
You need to go out and buy a tie. Another one.
Hey, Brandon, I see what you're saying, man. We agree 100% on that. It's just as I don't have to tell you something you don't already know, man. It's just so hard, man, to put that time to decide to do that.
It is, especially when you have
100%
so much
of the
going on
time.
in life. I mean, if I wasn't
Gotta
working,
find time. Gotta find time. Gotta grind it.
you have to find time. But again, it's what is that happy medium where I don't affect my home life and affect
Right.
my marriage,
Right.
my relationship with my kids, my
Yeah.
work, my own work that I have going on. Again, it's finding that time and how many hours in the day can I possibly put in? Again, last year it put a lot of problems on my shoulders.
And that's why the average length of a content creator is 1 to 2 years.
Yeah. Again, and it's you want to go out and get that bag, and if you don't have, and I'm not saying that at least from my side that I don't have 100% support. I have support in what I do, but where does it get in the way of what is important in like my everyday life? Like where do you find that balance? And that's something I have struggled with tremendously. It turns into arguments of 5 minutes before I'm coming on with BME, that I'm not spending the 5 minutes that I have before BME with my wife. It's that type of stuff where my focus is. If my focus is, we're literally working on paperwork for our apartment because we're having recertification so we can stay here. We're being recertified for the apartment. So we had to fill out a bunch of our financial info. Well, I filled out all of my stuff. When my wife came home, she started working on it. I'm filling stuff out on cue cards for BME so I know what my talking points are and stuff. So where's my focus when she's asking me questions about this? My focus is on BME. Like, where's that balance? Mm-hmm. What is right? What is wrong? So it's I don't have anything to show for, like, for me to say, well, I'm making money, I'm doing this. I have, everything takes time, and it takes time to build, but she wants the instant gratification of saying, all right, well, if you're going to do BME, what's in it for her and the family? What benefit do we get out of it?
Right.
Other than me not spending time with them.
Right.
So
making memories.
There's little things that, I try to sell on it, and again, but if my end goal isn't the same as you guys, are not aligning to the point where, like, if you want to make it big, I'm going to help you guys get there. And my goal isn't to make money. It's not selling with her.
Yeah. I see all the comments, man. Y'all are rolling with all these crazy ideas. Not that they're crazy, they're 100%. And it's like, a lot of the things that you all are saying, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, it's like we already know. We're just not doing it. And again.
But the focus falls back on BME.
Yeah. It's not BME.
Who's talking about it? We are.
Right, exactly.
We're bringing it to light. And if we're going to complain about the guys in the community not getting it, it's like, well, why isn't BME doing it? I'm like, well, we have tons of guys in this community.
If there's other guys in the
compared to last year, the amount of guys that are in the community now that are vocal and sharing their journey, that are probably very marketable.
Yes. Hell, the amount of guys that have come into the community, and since I've been here the last 8 months, is
marketable. They have way more followers than BME. Yeah. Way more followers than our accounts. I mean, I see guys on here. Hey, I mean, I see freaking we can even jump on in there with WLSSHT. Yeah. What's his name? WLSSHT or Dalton. Yeah, Dalton. Dalton got damn near 1 million followers almost, man. Come on, man. Stop. Stop it.
I think it's
I even saw Dalton. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Biggie. Dalton last year when he was trying to get his Stanley deal.
Yeah.
He was carrying around the big 53-gallon drum
everywhere he went.
And he was bringing it into the gym because he wanted, and he put a big giant Stanley sticker on that thing.
Yeah.
You think he has a Stanley deal yet?
Hell no.
I'm sorry, Biggie. I didn't.
No, you're good, but that's why I also think it's very important to make sure that whatever venture you're getting into, that you love it. You love the content you're making. You love the direction you're going, because otherwise it's going to come out as being scripted, fake, and companies are not going to want that either. I've always noticed that it's when I'm really not trying too hard and I'm just having a good time, having fun, posting content, that most opportunities come about happening to me. It's when I'm forcing it, trying to push it, trying to send everything out, that it seems to come across stale and not good.
Right.
I mean, I think that some of our procasts Rab and I have released, it's pretty humorous.
They're having fun.
Exactly.
That's the most important thing. Most of us joined a community like this or joined social media to have fun and post about their journey. It wasn't only until down the road that they're like, oh, I can make money off this. And then they forget about why they originally started doing this to begin with.
Hey, Mel. But
We
again,
got to remember why we originally started doing this and stick to that, and then good things will happen.
yeah, and again, everything is in due time and patience and divine timing. Believe me, I believe in it. But again, it's we came into this community sharing our journey. There was a need. We found a need that the community needed, and it had to do with men. We created something for the men in this community, and we want the men to benefit not from just our platform, but from affiliations, from sponsorships. The men in this community don't get the visibility that they deserve. There are people who are way more like, and I'm not saying that, I'm not degrading anything that BME does, but as far as like popularization and stuff, like guys that can, really resonate with a large portion of the community, including women in the community, don't have these type of deals, don't have these affiliations, don't have these sponsorships. And it absolutely amazes me that no one ever reaches out to them, or we never hear a peep about these. Or you hear someone like Jarp's Journey like struggle just because, the demographic of men in your community is very small, and we don't see any value in it. You know how degrading and how discouraging that is for a guy that is the only way you can do it. And honestly, and I'll give you the best examples of probably Bro, because he had the chance he had the opportunity and took it with Rissa when they did Bariatric Society.
Yeah.
Build it from the ground up like Jason did with Barry Nation. Build it from the ground up like Rob Domenico. Yeah. And you look at Rob from the Waiting Table. He's got his new thing that he's got going on just for with the radical body transformation stuff. Like he's starting his own thing. And I feel like that is going to be like the only way that some of these guys are going to be able to do this is to build something from the ground up and make it bigger.
And I encourage guys, when you see other guys in the community posting something, repost that stuff, share that stuff, get it out there more. Because then these businesses are going to see these videos cycled over and over and over again, and it's going to build interest and excitement. One of the things Tony kept on saying when I first kept into the community myself, he was like, I saw your videos everywhere. And that's not because I was just posting them and they were there. No, it's because a lot of my followers was reposting it, sending it out to people, tagging people. We need to show up for the men of the community ourselves too, and repost things and reshare things, tag things on your walls, get our stuff out there more. Don't rely on it. Just, oh yeah, he posted it, it's going to get out. No, spread it ourselves. Help everybody out.
Like the post, share the post, comment on the post.
Mm-hmm.
Add it to the stories.
That's how it's going to get on the For You page, is when it sees engagement into that post.
Again, I like the fact that BME, it represents what we represent, but it's not just BME in this community. There are men in this community that are deserving of the accolades that they do. People have amazing journeys, and they would resonate with anyone in the community, including the women. There are a lot of guys that inspire people in this community, and it disappoints me to see that these guys don't have the eyes on them that they deserve.
Yeah.
Again, and we can say, you can tout BME all you want, and we can sell BME on what we do. I mean, we're here for community support. We're here for the guys to give them a space to have a voice, to tell their story. Again, to give them visibility.
Yeah, we're going to say what you won't say. For some of the men that are in the background that don't say shit because they're afraid of their masculinity being, violated or what have you, just because you're worried about what people may perceive of you or how you may be looked as soft, that's something that BME represents, and we will continue to represent and continue to share our experience and help you all share your experiences. So
Continue
What
to
you
be
got
the
to
voice of the
say?
voiceless.
That's right. Continue to be the voice of the voiceless. Damn, E. What's going on? What's happening? Who is this guy?
Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna let you be in the big box next week.
Hey, he's
Absolutely
going
not.
big box.
You know
He's
what?
going big
Yes,
box.
because I think it's all
Absolutely
coming in
not.
stages. Rab used to have center stage. Then I got on my soapbox. I know that Corby had it one time. It
I
is
had it one time. I've already had a time in the big box.
no,
Nah.
not enough time.
Nah.
I
Not
went
enough time.
my second week on the podcast. Y'all make me go in the big box.
Guess what?
No.
You know what? From week 2 of this year, you have come a long way, sir, and I think you
Yes,
are
sir.
earning your way into the big box.
Hey, if y'all want
Yes.
to keep on seeing Tony in that big box, put them hearts out there for me.
Hey, Tony, all for the month of June, too.
Absolutely not.
Oh
Absolutely
my!
not.
Oh my!
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna break him out on the break him
I
out
think
break
I'm
him in on a big
Yeah,
big
we are
box.
gonna break you in. Oh my
Well,
God! I love that idea.
We gotta
I'm
change
glad y'all
that.
love that idea.
We gotta
You guys
change
are
that
asking a
name.
guy to take over a show in a big box who never runs his own lives. So I
That's
don't
all
know
right.
how to do half the stuff I need to do in there.
It's all
Hey,
right.
don't
We're
stop
gonna
making
allow you to do it
excuses.
during
We're
finals.
just getting in the flow. The show is just starting to get. Why are we gonna mess it up?
Nah, we ain't messing it up,
That's
Team
gonna mess up
Biggie.
the rotation at the end of the segments.
No.
We
This is gonna
believe.
be
Yep,
perfect.
yep. Like Big, like Bessie said, we believe in you. We're
Yes.
gonna change the name from Team Big E to Coach E.
Yes. So, Shar, make sure we put this on the agenda for Thursday's meeting.
Yes, yes, yeah. Look,
Biggie in the big box. I'll
Yep.
Absolutely not.
shave that damn beard off too while you at it.
Hey, don't be jealous because you can't grow one.
Oh, don't make us grow the beards again.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you
Thank
should
you
grow
very
the beards
much.
again. Don't be scared.
Hey, stunning outcomes by Tammy. Hey, that's what we do. That's what we're
My
here
lady
to do.
loves this beard.
100%. We love each other as brothers. We're here together. We're in this journey together, and we ain't never gonna stop.
Hey, you know
And don't-
you could put me in the big box without making me go in the big box, right?
No, we want you in the big box. Big box.
You just blow me up. I'll be in the big box that way.
No. You have access. You have the BME account. You can get in.
I think I lost the password.
You know what? I'm feeling a little sick. I don't know if I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Need you to.
So in a nutshell, y'all, I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, Barry Mel Experience, if you don't know, you will know that we are just a place for guys to share their experiences. We're a voice for the men in the community who don't speak up. We go through certain things that we have hard times adjusting to, manifesting the changes mentally, emotionally, even physically. This is a space where we can become vulnerable, and we're not ashamed of that. And it's just, it's concerning to us, and we talk about these things openly with you all, the viewers, and those of you in the comments or in the FYP, if there isn't even an FYP. That we want to provide a space where men can feel comfortable sharing their experiences, whether it's crying, whether it's in the comments, whether they're in the box, the big box, the small box, it doesn't matter, just as long as it's in a box.
I need 5.5K. Well,
Yeah.
I need 5,000. I need another 5,000 likes. I want 20,000. Get us there.
20,000.
20,000. I said 20K. We're at 14.6. You've got 6 minutes, everyone. Get your thumbs going.
Hey, way to jump in, Rob's weight loss and found. Thanks for joining us, brother.
I do challenge everybody that's down in the comments tonight. Go out there, tag, repost 5 guys' posts you've seen in the community. I know you guys have guys that's following your page or following their pages. Show them some love. Get them out there. Get their pages out there.
And don't be fooled because these hard looking ass dudes that are in there looking like, whatever, man, they need you, man.
Yeah.
They need y'all. They need you. Don't let it. Don't let the. Don't
Show
let
them
the
some
look.
love.
Don't let it look like they don't need you because they ain't here for no reason. They need you, man. They need you. Whether it be another brother to a brother or a woman to a man, don't get it twisted. And she don't want you. She's just supporting you. You know,
We're
and
all
there's
here
nothing
trying to do
wrong
the
We
with that.
same
all have
thing.
we all have a journey that we are
Hmm.
sharing, and we are all out there trying to do something for this community. Now, again, does everything we do resonate with every single person in this community? No, but that's just
Nope.
every other guy in this community. Everyone's story
Everything.
is different. Everyone's
Everything
story
ain't.
is going to resonate differently.
Hey, and you may make that person's day that they're being recognized.
Everything ain't for everybody.
No, but again, it's what you're doing. You're putting yourself out there. The man for you to see a man in this community sharing his journey. If you're only talking about 20% of the guys, and less than 20% of them are sharing their journey, for them to put themselves out there and be that vulnerable, they're doing something that is not commonly seen in this community. And you need to give them the grace and the credit that they deserve.
Mm.
No.
Don't get quiet, E. I'm tapping. Oh man. Thanks y'all for the 18.3 thousand likes. We got about 4 minutes. I know Tony wants to press this to 20,000.
Yeah, I
Hey
want
Haley.
that 20,000, man. I'm telling you, I'm like, I want to see those likes go up. I want to, you know what? Honestly, if you really want to help out BME, get us on the FYP every week. We know people
Yeah.
are hiding back there. We know people are watching.
Yeah.
But if you really want to get us on the FYP. Make sure we're trending again.
Yeah. Yep, there were times when we first started this podcast, this live that we do on TikTok. We've had 120 people in here, man.
Damn.
You know,
We're
and
gonna work
it's
on a hashtag because Mel says, "Is there a hashtag for the guys?" Let's work on a hashtag.
hashtag Barry Male Experience, hashtag BME. It's the same thing. Hashtag bariatric men, hashtag weight loss surgery men. You know, there's so many out there. Where the men at? Hashtag where the men
Hash-
at? That's
Hashtag
what.
BME. Hashtag
Hashtag where
BME.
the men at? You
Hashtag
know,
BME movement.
where the men at? Where are they?
Mel, you go out there and find the men.
I
Amber's
mean, come on, y'all.
dude. Amber sends us stuff all the time. She finds guys out in the wild all the time, man. I can't thank her enough for finding some of these guys
Yeah.
and connecting us. And they just randomly out of the blue. I'm like, how do you find all these people that I have never met? You know,
20,000 likes. Look at
look
that.
at that.
Just like that.
And this
Hey,
is why,
and you got 2 minutes to spare.
and this is why we love this community. Because when you ask,
You know what?
Steve,
What we haven't done, what we have not done, we've done it, but not to a degree that we need to be doing it. And that's like really go hard after the men in this community. Like
Okay.
for real.
That's what
Like
we
for
talked about
real.
earlier.
And
Honestly,
it's
that's
not
what we were
hitting.
talking about earlier.
There you go again, getting smart with me, man. Yes.
Hey, it's something we honestly talked about earlier. You guys, when you guys first came out, you were doing that. But because of all the stresses and things going along with doing it for so long straight, you guys burnt
Yeah.
out and you just haven't got back. You're starting to get back into it though. Look at it. The numbers are
Yeah.
starting to get up. More. I'm
No.
seeing more posts from you guys. We just got to get back to doing that grind.
Man, Biggie, you need to stop you and y'all and this and that. It's we, man.
it's we.
And it's not even just we as BME, it's we as a
Wow.
community. Now, take that one to the bank. We as a community. Let's pull it out for the men, y'all. Let's get the men involved. Let's get them out. Get
All the
them out.
guys,
Get them
all the
out. Get
guys,
them out.
the guys that are in this live, the guys that are in the community, share everything. Share the BME content. If you really want, let's bring the men into this space, and let's do something together as a group of men.
There we go.
And
Someone asked earlier about a June challenge. Let's do a June challenge highlighting men in the community.
All right.
that's a good idea.
Each day
And vice
we gotta highlight 5 guys' posts on our stories.
and vice versa, bariatric Bubba, and whatever other men are in this community that are in the comments. If you share anything with BME, we are reposting your stuff, man.
Yeah.
Every single time. Every time y'all share something with us, we repost it. We repost it. We repost it. It's just a click of a damn button.
We post
Click.
it, we put it in our stories, we comment on it. That's what you need to do. So, actually, you know what? There's a whole thing. I don't know if you guys have seen it. The dads supporting dads and the dudes supporting dudes hashtag thing.
I didn't.
I'll send you stuff. But
Yeah.
that's exactly what the guys should be doing in this community. Whether it's under that guys or do we do something along the lines of that? Is guys supporting guys?
Yeah.
The guys to connect. Get them out of the woodworks. We know they're out there. Bring them together.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good to me.
Again, it's just forcing. If we have to force it, we'll force it. If we want to force companies to see the men in this community and see what they're worth and to see their value, let's do it.
Rab the Rebel, Tony the Teddy Bear, and Biggie the Big Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you all for the 23,000.8 likes. We will see you each and every Tuesday on Taco Tuesday, that is, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific. Every Tuesday, next Tuesday again. My name is Rab W.T. Barry.
My name's Big E.
And my name is Tony D. And this has been our Barry Mill Experience. But don't forget, check out BSG Bestie every Sunday night on Talk Barry to Me at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 5 p.m. Pacific.
Peace.
Have a good night, guys.